Hi guys, welcome back. Right, as you can see, I've made a couple more birdhouses. Don't I look good? No, in order to, out of those comes that. Okay, and this is what I'm going to be making today. And I've wanted, now, if you watched the video on the other one I did for the camera, okay, that was a bigger one, and it's got the camera in, working perfect. It's out there now. It's got the camera in it, and it's keeping an eye on everything, all nice. Shame we have to do it nowadays, but there you go. That's the world we live in. Right, but I did do this little one, and with this one, the difference is I did the basket weave effect on here. I like it because it looks like it's a Japanese bamboo-y type house, what it's meant to look like. Okay, so it's not meant to be all shiny and glossy and finished. All this has actually had is sanding sealer on it. I haven't actually varnished it or nothing yet. I will give it a little spray because they're going to be outside, but sometimes I don't even bother. I like it to just be natural. It's not meant to be, it's not an ornament, you know. The roofs are kept solid because, as I said, that's screwed on like that. If you want to hollow them, you can. It's not a problem. It's up to you. But these are not to go in little glass cabinets with, you know, I know people, as I say, if you're into doing all that hollow forms, hollow them out, I can do it, it's no problem. But it's not for me, that's not what I need. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be turning today out of one of these. So, I'll put that over there. I'm probably going to turn, oh, I don't know, this one maybe. Doesn't really matter. Right, I've prepped my wood, and I'm going to show you, right, what I've done. First off, I made this piece where I've done the staves, and they call them staves because they're, originally those sort of router bits are used for making like barrels, whiskey barrels and things like that, and they make the staves, so they call them staves. That's why I'm calling these staves on here. They're not segmented pieces or anything like that. Right, I've glued that. Now I've done these out of yew, so I could get a little mix of colours on it. I think it'll look nice. Problem with yew is you get a, not problem with you, you're all right. Problem with you,
I'm all right.
is when you cut it, you get a piece like this, and it's a pain for cracking. Once it's cut small, it don't seem to crack, it's not a problem. But you cut it, and you cut nice staves with it, okay? This sort of size, which they're about 15 by 20 mil, something like that. That's, just do whatever size you want, it depends on how big you want your thing. But you cut them all, and quite often before I can even get them to the router table, they've started bending. That's what yew does, okay? So, but it will just give it a rustic thing. It's glued up quite nice actually. I've got nice joints, and what I've done on this one, I've actually just cut it on the bandsaw, so I don't have to go in with a parting saw on this one. I've done them on the bandsaw, cleaned the ends up. It's probably not 100% on that, but like I said, this is rustic, so it doesn't have to be. It might sit slightly off. I'm not worried. It's meant to be like that. They're not, if you go and look at these houses, they're not like that, are they? They're not all perfect. I've drilled the hole, and I'm going to pop that between the centres and turn that down. I've cut a bit here for the base. It's got a few cracks and that, again, doesn't matter. And this is the bit I've cut for that I'm going to make the roof out of, okay? This has already got cracks in it. I've filled it with super glue, sprayed it with accelerator. Let's see what happens. So that's it, guys, and I'm going to turn this. And what I'm going to be doing, so it's going to take a time, this video, because I'm going to actually basket weave this. So I'm going to be doing what I'm going to do, bead it up, and then I'm going to do the burn lines down it as well. Okay, so this, I'm giving you fair warning, this will take a little bit of time. Right, now then, I'm doing it between my jam blocks. I've got my jam block steel. I've actually marked them up. This one's for head, this one's for tail. And I'm doing it, I'm not holding it between two chucks. I know a lot of people haven't got it. I'm just putting it on my live centre, okay? Sorry about all the waffle, guys, but you know, what else you got to do? It's peeing down with rain outside. Yeah. It's a horrible day. And I'm in my workshop having fun, so that's all that matters.
That's what it's about.
Like I say, you can do as fancy and as what's it. You should know me by now, guys. I do a lot of stuff off the cuff. I'm not over worried about fancy Nancy. Right, okay, so that's between centres. There we go. Right, now it doesn't matter that it's sort of this way and that way I'm moving, because that's all going to be made to round, okay? And that's all that matters, is that it's made to round. The inside diameter hasn't got to be changed, hasn't got to have anything done to it. The bases are going to have these feet, so these tenons on it, so I can hold it in the chuck, do everything, and then when they come off they glue on. Never seen. They're going to be all glued up. It's like with my little one here. Okay, it's got a tenon that comes inside and it's glued, and you can probably just see it inside there. It's got the tenon inside there. Okay, now like I said, some of these I'm going to have, and I'm going to actually hang them. These ones go on brackets, like sit on a bracket like that. Some of them I might have so they swing. Now I don't hollow the roofs out for the simple reason, one, if you do it nice and thin, being it's outside in all weathers, it will probably get cracks in it, and when it cracks, if it's thin, it will crack and it will open right up. With these, you tend to get away with it. If it cracks, you can always bring it back in, bung a bit of super glue in it, a bit of sawdust, fill it up, and it's fine. The other thing is, if you make them too light, get the winds that we get, they'll be swinging about and all this sort of stuff. With these, they tend to just sit. Even in the strongest winds, they just sit. So I'm just going from my experience of what I've made in the past and how I like them to be. You make them how you want. You want to hollow it out. If, come the winter when we get gale force winds, you think, God, I wish I hadn't hollowed that out. Then that's down to you. Right, okay. Enough of that waffling, let's get started. Little drop of coffee.
Yeah.
Just to wet me whistle. Let me get my thing all done up, because I don't want all shavings going down me back, down my neck and everything else. I've probably got it. My zip cool. Have I? Mum! Mum, I can't get my top on.
You can't get dressed, Mum.
I can't go to school, Mum. I can't get my shirt done up. How many times did I use that one, eh? Oh, look at this. This is stupid. I'm really getting towards the point. Mum! You think I'm joking, guys? Right, there we go. We're done. Right, roughing gouge just to take that down, okay? Everything's good. Everything's good, everything's nice. Right, a little bit more speed. Now again, you turn at what speed you feel comfortable at, okay? Do not get a catch, because if you get a catch, it's glued up, it'll probably break apart on you. If you have the right bevel, handle drop right down, you can't get a catch. Impossible. Absolutely impossible for me to get a catch. The downside to that is you will get covered in all these lovely shavings. Right, we've got it all smooth. Let's have a look. See where our wood's turned. Yeah, that's all right. Now, as I say, we've got some, like the U doesn't, it's not tight, nice tight joins, okay? Because U just moves it, but it's a nightmare stuff, really. But we're going to burn lines on it, so it's not going to matter, okay? Because chances are we'll burn the lines where the lines are. It'll all blend in. Right, drill your hole first, because then when you do this, you get a lovely clean finish around the hole. Okay, now is that enough? Yeah, I'm down enough. I'm happy with that. That's all right there. Right, so as before, we give that a quick sand, because you don't want to over sand it when you've got your beads on there. Just got a 180 grit. okay, that's that done. Now we're going to do some beads. Okay, so we're going to bead it. Now, again, the beading. Now I like to do mine with the spindle gouge, okay? You can get a beading tool if you want. If you want to cheat, get a beading tool. We'll take this off for a minute so we can talk. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I've seen quite a few professional turners that use beading tools and stuff like that. For me, no, the satisfaction is rolling those beads. Don't worry about them being perfect, every single bead. Worry about controlling the tool. When you can roll in beads blindfolded, then you can worry about getting every single one perfect, exact. You know, if I want to do them at 8.5 mil, I can roll every single one at 8.5 mil because I ain't got to concentrate on what my tool's doing. I can just concentrate on that. But learn to do them first, learn to control the tool. Then the beading comes easy. Doesn't matter if you've got a big bead, a small bead, a high bead, a low bead, don't matter. Okay, it's just, you're just practicing, you're getting the idea of it. Don't think you've got to get them perfect every time. Right, now, your spindle gouges make a difference. It's no good using one of these nice pointy, yeah, be careful if you throw a saw at itself. Like, you know, I'd just do that to practice my kung fu. Right, these sort of spindle gouges are absolutely no good because it's too fine a point, okay? You don't want a detail grind on your spindle gouge, okay, because that's not going to be any good for your beads, all right? So your spindle gouge is quite important, what you're going to have. You want a good grind. Now for me, one of my favourite ones for doing the beads is this thing. It's big, okay, it's a big tool, but it's got a nice rounded, okay, it's got a nice rounded tip, and it's only got I think that's a 50 degree bevel. That one works nice to do to the rolling, okay, and that's what we're going to do. But like I said, you don't have to go. I've never ever, well, one, I would never ever get a beading tool, carbide or any, and two, I've never actually used one. I wouldn't use one. For me, the satisfaction is to do it by hand, okay. Right, let's start this up. And like I say, if they go wrong, doesn't matter. They go wrong, take it off and do it again. Leave yourself enough wood. If it goes wrong, quick pass with the gouge, take it off, start again. Right, okay, so we're going to go. So we're going to start down on the end. My face here is getting a bit, I need a new lens on it really. It's hard to see. Right, okay, we start at the end. Right, there we go. Just have a quick look at them. I'm quite happy with all those. You can sort of come back in, but you've got to be very careful that you don't get a grab on it. Okay, a couple of them just need to be slightly deeper, like that. That's it, I'm happy with that. That's going to do it. Like I said, it ain't got to be all perfect, pretty. It's a birdhouse. That one's slightly thicker than those ones, doesn't matter. Right, now what I'm going to do, just a piece of copper wire between two little bits of wood, okay? Don't need any fancy burning gear. Leave that out of the way, put the dust extractor on, bring that over, And we're just going to burn our lines in. Get a bit of noise there because we're going over where the hole is. Right, so now I've broke that one. This is why I use copper wire, because it's cheap and cheerful. I've got tons of it, and all I have to do is cut that one off. That one, put that through there, bend that over, twist that round, do that, and away we go. There we are. That's our line's burnt in. And that's just copper wire, guys. That's from the flat. I'll probably give you this little bit of wire. That's from the flat grey like copper wire. You can get different strengths, you know. Basically, look at it as you're going past any skips or anything like that. When I rip the electric out, get a couple of metres of it, lasts for a long time, and it's all free. Okay? You don't need to pay out fortunes for it. So all we're going to do is just go out simply over the top of this. Get that back on. Just turn that off actually. Remember, watch, there's that hole there. Right, there we go. Right, that's that done. So that's that all beaded, okay, and burnt. So now I've got to do the lines up. This is where it takes that little bit of time, guys, because I'm doing a bit of pornography again. So a little bit more pornography on it. Right, I want, oops, get that one over there, this one over there. So, if, I mean, you've seen this on the other video, so if you're not so interested in this bit, then, let me turn that on, get that all ready, into there, get your table sorted. Yeah, if you're not over interested in this sort of bit, guys, then just, you can go and get a cup of tea now, can't you, or something, and skip this bit. Some people like to see it. Right, now what I've got to do first is I've got to get my indexing system set up. I want to take that off. Don't want to take that off, just want to pop the chuck off. That's it. Right, okay. That's the one. I need that arm bit over there, please don't. Right, I'll pop that on, pop the chuck back on. That holds that. That, I've got to get a clamp that's up behind you. I'm sorry guys, I'm just got to go around here and get my my holding system for my indexer. Right, okay. Let's get this all clamped on here. Let me get this set. There's me number one. There I am. Right, okay. Come back a bit. There we are. Right. That's it. That's my indexing system sorted. Pop that back on there. Pop that back in there. We ain't got to worry if anything's moved a fraction because we're not turning. Oops. See, now they are going. Head. I went and spun that, didn't I? And I've got my lathe still switched on. Now, you know, if you use an index system and you put that in, if I turn my lathe on, well, that's going to fry my bed. It's not going to do it any good, is it? This one, if I was to happen to forget and do it, it'd just pop out. It's just a bit of plastic. Just pop out of it. No harm done. No accidents. See, it's a big safety thing as well. Right, okay. Now, what I've got number one there. I'll see what that's going to come to with this gun. I'm going to just have a little experiment first, guys. Right, so if I was on that one and then I move one, will it come to that line? Yes, it pretty much would. Right, okay. So, what I've got to do before I get started, try not to burn anything with that because it's on. Actually, I don't need that. I can just back this pressure off a little bit and just rotate that. Come on, back off. Right, I'm going to try, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and get the burn lines to match up with the lines of the glue up, which is there. So I'm actually going to burn the glue lines. Probably melt the glue and it will fall apart, but you don't know, do you? You don't know unless you try. Right, okay, we're there, guys. So we're on now number one, so we're going to come along here. I don't know that it's going to work exactly, but it might. If not, what I might do is actually not so much worry about the index system, and I might just actually burn down the lines. Yeah. And I can do it freehand. But I think when I turn this, oh, it's just that fraction. No, it is there. It is there. That is there. Look, see, that's how cool that indexing system is. It actually matches up perfectly with my glue up as well. How cool is that? You won't get that from any other index system, guys. Oh, look, I'm moving. I'm coming off. That's because I'm rushing it. Don't rush it. There's no rush. There's no rush. Let the pen warm up. Ah, the pen. Yeah, it's good. I'm getting glue on the pen, and Right. Okay. That's all right. Let's go to the next one. No, it's not going to go exact. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that away. I'm going to actually do this freehand. Well, not freehand. It's that. I've still got the table and that. I'm going to follow the actual glue lines. Quite burn, moved a bit too quick. I think that be better because that, yeah, that went over a little bit on that one. Never mind, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's only for me. But if I follow the glue lines, that's going to look better then because it disguises all the glue lines. Like I say, with the beach, it doesn't matter because the glue lines. Oh, I'm doing it again, moving it. Right, the glue lines are hidden. See that? Well, not hidden. You don't notice the glue lines because the beach is really good. It's very stable. Isn't the best for doing glue ups on, I must say. It has a tendency to move. That pen heat up again. What temperature have I got? Oh, my temperature's gone down, that's why. I'll turn it up a bit higher. There we go. Get it up a little bit. That's it. Right, there we go. So yeah, I'm just following up the glue lines, that's all. So I don't actually need the index system for this. I can just do it by hand. Yeah, it doesn't like it when it gets the glue on the pen. Oh, it's all going all right. Come on, get up temperature. All right, let that heat up a bit. Go nice and bright red. Yep, there we are. Yeah, the glue getting on the pen, it don't like it. Look. That off. Yes, I did just brush the end of the pen off with my finger, and yes, it is hot, but it didn't burn me. The mother of dragons, the breaker of chains. Oh, yes, yeah. I've been watching Game of Thrones. Yes, I have. I've just rewatched series 1.
Yeah, just finished series 1.
I'm going to be watching series 2. We're going to go for all 8 again.
Yeah.
You'll always know what I'm watching on telly, guys, from the quotes I make when I'm turning. And no, just because I'm doing some pornography, it doesn't mean that's what I've been watching.
Are you sure, baby?
Right, this is going all right. This is getting there. It's going to be nice when this is done this one, because it's got some nice colours to it.
Along the lines as well, so you get the full.
I can hear it crackly.
Yeah,
it doesn't like when it's burning the glue.
Yeah.
So it's trying to go just up from the actual line itself and let it burn into it. Yeah, it doesn't actually like burning it. It burns wood, but it don't like burning glue.
Is it doing it?
Sorry?
Is it doing it?
Yeah, it's doing it. See, as the glue comes off of it, it starts to. I've only got a few more to do, so this has been quick enough. As the glue comes off the nib, once it gets caked with the glue melts onto it, it stops it burning a bit. See, like there, it's stopping it. So I've just got to let the glue burn off. But it's only on the tip. You can easily clean the tip up after. Probably the best way is just a little bit of paper like this. There we go. Just wait for a second. That'll get red. It's just sometimes for doing this sort of thing, I move a bit quick at times. Come on, get hot. So I can smell it getting hot, but you can smell the glue. I can smell the glue on it, and it doesn't like the glue. Wait for it. They get a bit hotter. Just doesn't like the glue on it. Where's the line? There it is. Only got 2 to do, this one and one more, and then we're done. Because these woods move, see the lines don't actually go dead straight on this. See the glue line goes slightly off because the wood all twisted and moved. Because it being the U. I mean, they'd done that before I even managed to get it to the router table. It all moved. Now I've just burnt glue again, so now the tip's not. Just cape the tip, see, with the glue. Stops the tip working as well. Come on, last line, just get this bit done. There we go. We've got to do the roof after, so... Right.
Yeah, but there's no glue on that, in it, so...
No, there won't be no glue on that. So I'm just, before it gets cold, I'm going to clean that tip off. That's it. Right. That's that. Right, so I'm done with that for a minute. I'm going to move it. I'm going to want it again when I do the roof, but I'm going to move it over here out the way so it's not going to be a problem for me at all. And nothing gets damaged. Put that pen there, that's cooled down now, so that's all right. Right, okay guys, that's that bit done. Right, so we're going to move that out of the way. Move our index. I've got to take this off because I've got to do turning now, so I'll keep the clamp over here for now. If I can remember where I'll put it when I come to it. Right, okay guys, that's the body done. And there we go. Okay, so that's our basket weave on our body. I like to think it's more like a bamboo.
Bamboo look, yeah.
1 or 2 lines just went slightly amiss, but doesn't matter. It's rustic. There we go. Right. Indexing ring, that can just go over there, you darling. And now, I'm probably going to want a different shape. Actually, I'm going to go between centres first with those bits. So I'll get the roof done next. Like I said, this is going to be quite a long video, guys. So if you're not up for that, then, well, I can't shorten it. You know, I don't cut.
We don't edit. No.
Really loose. I won't edit nothing out. Right, okay. For starting this, I'm going to go between centres on it. mainly because I don't want to have to put a worm screw into it. It probably would be a better option, but I don't want to. I'm gonna find my centre on it first. Let's just get a rough idea where the centre is on here. We're over 6 inches, so go to this ruler. Right, so we are 6.5, so if we go 3 1/4, that's going to give me my centre on that bit. And then again here, we are, get 6.5 where that is, and go 3 1/4, that'd be there. And then I'm just going to roughly eye it up. So I've got 8.5, so it'd be 4 1/4, so that will be my centre on there and centre on the other side. I'm happy with that. So I'll take this out and we put a, yeah, it's been raining all day at the moment. Still raining out there now. What am I looking for? Step centre. Horrible weather. Absolutely horrible. Actually, I thought I might go for a big step centre on here because I'm holding a fairly big piece of wood. Right, okay, so that on there. I would normally turn between centres, quite happy with turning between centres. Give it a nice little tighten up. There we go, that's all good. We're gonna take a few light cuts, bring it to around. Actually, I want to go that way because I want to go down there, don't I? Downhill, go that way really, just to get that flattened off. I would normally be turning this the other way round,
yeah.
but I'm going to be starting this side and going out there really. In and out, whatever we go. I'll turn it down till we get started. Right, sorry about that. Right, okay. Right, chisel for today. What are we going to use? I don't want to chunk too much out of that. Yeah, so I'm going to tool rest round a little bit. Right. That's it, keep it as close as I can. Right, okay, well let's start up first and see what happens. We'll bring this down here so we can stand down this end. Well, that all looks nice to put a chisel into, doesn't it? Right, okay. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to use a bowl gouge or a spindle gouge. I think we're going to go for a spindle gouge, this one. Right, and I'm just going to come in, take a few light cuts like this, look. I don't want to follow the taper at the moment. I want to get it round really. Get those corners. Once I get that round, it won't be so bad. I'm just taking some light cuts here. Just where it's on the corners. Let's have a look and see what we've got. That's just where it's bouncing on these corners, that's all. But we're going to get to round. Well, as soon as that's round, that'll be all right. Then I'll take the taper. But by then I'll get a tenon on here, and then I can get it turned round, and then I can taper it up how it's meant to be. So just check that it's still tight. It is. I can put that back down there now. Start her up again. Right, I'm only at 1,000 odd. That's why it's bouncing. So a little bit of wobble. We'll be alright to get it down quicker. Is take some of these corner bits off here. Not nice at the moment because it's, as I said, we've got. Look, we're chunking these bits off at the moment until we get this. We're pretty much round there now on that, so I can start taking some of my cuts in, and that then we'll get rid of these bits and we'll stop all that bang bang banging. Well, but just take your time, guys. Like I said, handle right down, cutting on this side of the cutter. Won't get no catches. You can't get a catch. I can turn the speed up a little bit more now because I've got a lot of the rounds gone. A lot of the out of shape stuff gone, so. And there you go, if it gets too heavy a cut, it'll just stop on you. If you're not happy doing it with spindle gouge, use a bowl gouge. Use whatever you feel happy using. That's all nice up there. You've just got to sit down here to get. It's still got flats on there. And just because, as I say, we're roughing down, get the speed up a bit. That's better. Just because we're roughing down, about 1800. Doesn't mean we've got to grip our tool because we've got the right angle and come in. Look, it's finger pressure, that's all it is. Don't want to get beaten up by the wood. Right, okay, I've got to get my tenon on this bottom. Remember, if you're going to scrape, come back, handle down, right down here. You don't want no scraping. That'll give it a nice cut then. Flutes open. Right, okay. Now I want to get, I'm going to stop that for a minute, have a look. Right, now I've got those cracks there, see? I've got a little bit of a slope there, so I've still got to come down more on the depth actually. Yeah, I've got to come down a bit more there. Right, I have to do that first. It slopes away there, so I've got to get it to this level, which is still high enough for my roof anyway. Plenty high enough. We won't do it with that. That's it. Right, okay. No, still got a flat there. Nearly gone. Yeah, it feels like it's gone now. Yeah, that feels alright. So now I'm going to get my tenon. Now I want to get a measurement of here. Because don't hit me please. I want my tenon to be the size of my roof. So it goes inside. Okay? That's it. Right, okay, that's it, there. So we put a very slight taper on that. A very slight dovetail, that's it. Right, okay. Get this flat here. I actually want to curve this under a little bit when it sits in, so I'm getting a flat here, and then I want this to curl in. So there'll be a slight undercut to the roof, see? Only a little one. There we go, guys. Right, okay. Yeah, I've got to have that there at the moment, that step, because I've got to hold it in the chuck. Right, let's stop that and have a look. We're going to turn that round anyway. That's it, it's got a slight undercut. Might have to take that off at a later point, but Yeah, that. What I should be doing is following that down. I've got to have it at the moment because I need that foot to hold it on the chuck. Okay, and then I can take that away afterwards because I'm going to be beading. I can hold on to a bead in a chuck, and that will be my roof, and it will be undercut. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Right. So now, get rid of that gouge for the moment. Get that in a chuck. I'm not sure whether that's going to go in 4-inch. Yes, it will. It's just going to hold just right. How long have we been? It's a bit long-winded, isn't it?
52 minutes.
52 minutes, bloody hell, and I'm only doing the, I've got to do all the bits for it yet.
Alright.
Oh, guys, this is going to be a long one. You're going to need wee brakes and everything. Right. Let's get this held in line. Oh no, it's not going to hold it. I'm going to have to go to a different size, sorry. That's just slightly smaller than that. I'll have to be in the other chuck.
Lucky you got so many.
Not a problem. Well, that's, I say, darling, that's why I need them all.
No, no, it's a need, isn't it?
Yeah, I need them. Right, I could have taken that down completely because I didn't need it to be that deep in the chuck, so... Right, okay, ooh, get that held. Right, yes, that's all good. Right, hang on. I'm sure I've got hold of it nicely. Yep. Right, okay, there we go. So now we can get our roof done. Right. Shouldn't need any centres up or anything, so we should be all right. Right, okay. Oh, look, I've got a mess everywhere, sorry guys.
Don't bring my coffee again. That's got savings in it now.
Right, okay, going over to a smaller spindle gouge now. So I'm going to start that up, step to the side, let it spin up. Yeah, it's all running very true. Get rid of that top bit, it's got the hole in it, see? There we go. Right, now I can work down from that, see? Get the shape by eye. That'll do there. Right, okay, so I'm going to cut in there. Oops. there might be a crack in that. Actually going to bring that around. Just have a look. I can feel something. Oh no, look, I've got a little bit of a chunk. Oh look, it's chunked off there as well. Oh, that was a bit of crack there then.
It's a crack and it's just
yeah, I think there's a crack and I've lost a bit of it. Yeah, I've got another crack there. Alright, well I'll just have to bring that down a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's alright. Not a problem. I've got plenty of roof. There we go, it's all gone. I don't know actually how big I want this to be. That might be a bit big actually, mightn't it?
Yeah, it's only a little house.
I wasn't thinking about that, to be honest. Let's bring this diameter down.
Yeah.
About there, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. Right, now just got to bring this bit down. And that one should come a little bit shorter. That's it. I think they match up a little bit more in size there. Yeah. Right, so we'll just get that undercut there. Nice and smooth. Right, now what I want to do is just take a little chamfer. Little chamfer. Right, that all seems alright. Yep, that all seems alright. Little sand. Fresh bit of paper. There we go, guys. Done.
It's quicker than using the beading tool, isn't it?
Yeah. That feels alright. Right, okay. Now again, I'm not burning the lines. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, that all looks nice. Right, I'm not burning the lines this way round because I haven't got, you'd really want a bit of like Formica or something to do it. Because if you use a wire, you'd be alright on a couple of them, but the chances are it's going to slip off and go, so it's not worth doing. Okay, it's not worth it. So I'll just get my index system set up and I'll just burn it. This should burn better because it's not got any glue to worry about. Right, and this one, as I said, I will use the indexing on. It's got no glue lines. That's that, tight enough. Right, okay. Remember where you put your clamp. Down here. You can take this mask off actually, because I don't need that when I'm burning. Right, so number one. Bring this round here. Now, like I said, if you... Oh, guys. Let me just put my clamp up, that's it. I mean, if you've got this set for you, you can make this bit, you could put a little bolt on this or anything. I just use a clamp because it does the job. Simple as that. And you can take this on. I mean, if you go out and do demos or that, guys, I mean, you know, you go to another club or something, you don't know what their indexing system is, you don't know whether it's going to work, you don't know what's what. You can take your index, it works on absolutely any lathe, don't matter whether it's big lathe, small lathe, little midi lathe. This indexing system works on it, so you can take your indexing system with you no matter where you go. So if you want to do one of your club demos or something, this one works, because it's all right. You might say, well, I've got a really good index system on my lathe. Yeah, but do you take your lathe with you when you go to do a demo? Or do you have to go and use whatever lathe they've got? Right, turn that on. Just to there, that's it. Right, just let me pen heat up. A minute. Make sure we're centre. Yes, we are. We're centre. Yep, table's all good. Come on, you're getting hot. It's not as hot. Let's just try the other. Let's try the other pen. Let's get that one hot. Let's see. Yeah, that's all. Look, I just
That's
got
hot,
my finger. I think that nib might need cleaning off on that one. That's come up hot. Look at that. It's bright red. Right. Okay. We're at number one. What?
A little puff of...
The little flame, yeah, you get that. Let's see, let me turn just that. That's it. So I love these. I'm going to be doing loads of these little birdhouses because, well, not actually that little, are they? I love these all around the garden. I dot them all around the garden. These are just for me. I'm not selling these. These would make good sellers actually, though, guys. I think it's different. It's not something you see a lot of. And I say when you're doing the sorry.
I quite like the smell.
Yeah, it's all right actually. And with these, the beauty of these, if you're doing them like with the hang on, so I'm just concentrating. I'll get to what I was going to say in a second. If you do this with the beauty with using the router bits and doing these is all your bodies will turn out exactly the same size. Now, I mean, you think if you was going to do that out of a piece of solid piece of wood, one, you got a lot of waste. You got to hollow that all out. We all know what it's like, and yeah, you won't get everyone exactly the same, will you? Because wood's not all exactly the same. Some bits you might have to take a little bit extra cuts. And then you've got to decide, if you hollow a piece of wood like that, is it going to crack? Is it going to split? And you know it's definitely going to move. It's going to warp. These don't warp. They don't move. They don't do nothing. Because they're spindles. So they stay like that and that's it. And you can just make loads of bodies up. Turn all your bodies. Turn all your tops. Turn all your bases. And then just put them all together. They're all going to be exactly the same size. So it's good if you want to do them as a production type thing. Like I say, I don't do any of this stuff to sell no more. I don't bother selling this. Some stuff gets sold, but it's not what I intentionally do it for. If it gets sold, it's sold. It's all a bonus, isn't it? So I mean, this pornography stuff, I bought this what, I don't know, quite a while ago. Well, it'd be on a video because I showed it when I first bought it. Bought it quite a while ago, just after the Newark show, which was, when was that? When did we go there?
Is that March? I can't remember. March or April?
Yeah, March or April. So I've had it since then, and I've only used it a couple of times. I don't really use it, so it was nice actually to sort of come out and start using it, and that's what I thought I did. I mean, I have ideas of other things to do. I just ain't got around to doing them yet. And my router table, I mean, I don't use my router table as much as I used to. I used to do a lot of glue ups, really. I'm not so much segmented. I find that a bit, I'm not as keen on that. But I used to glue a lot of wood up to turn stuff, because the fact that you get, when you buy big pieces of wood, it always ends up cracking. You know, you can go and pay out a nice bit of money for. It's all right if you got wet, but if you go and get wet wood, you've got to store it for so long, because you know we all know you can't just you don't want to turn everything wet, do you? If you want to make things like this, you want to make little boxes and stuff, small bowls, you can't turn them, you don't want them all wet turned, you've got to wait for it to dry out. So you go and get yourself some nice big logs, and you've got to wait 3-4 years, some of them. You know, I say year an inch or something, some of them, but it's you got to wait a long time for it to dry out, and then when you find it's all split in and cracking. But so if you want some big blanks, you can always glue them up, and I go for the quickest way. And in all honesty, the router table is fantastic for if you want to prepare wood for gluing up, because you can do all the glue joints, see. And some of those glue joints, if you buy the actual bits for it, like you got the lock mitre bits and stuff like that, and you got the glue joint bits, the drawer lock bits, they say that, I mean, they can all be used for gluing up pieces. And some of those, that's a doorbell, yeah, some of those bits can be quite nice. So it's a delivery coming, guys. I've got some bits to come. Lisa's got to do her athletic bit now and run to the front door. It's a nice thing of having a dog. I mean, you faintly hear the doorbell. I don't really hear the doorbell, but I hear all the dogs barking. So that's one use they have. So I only got to get to there, guys, so it's not going to be too long. I like these sort of birdhouses. Birdhouses can be pretty plain, really. You run out of what you can do, but like I say, these, I don't actually make these for birds to be in. I more make them just as ornamental pieces. What's that?
It was the postie, I don't know. You can open it up in a bit.
Oh, I know what that is. That's that laser printer.
Oh, right, oh.
That's the only thing we've got coming in a box, is a laser printer.
Ooh.
Well, something coming of that size.
Yeah,
I did say it had been handed to the Royal Mail, so.
yeah, well, something this around today. Give something a go, innit?
My one's coming by herpes, isn't it?
Herpes.
Well, it's not herpes no more, is it? It's every. It's everyone's got herpes. Is that one?
It's the Game of Thrones.
Oh, it's not. It's the Game of Thrones, is it?
Yeah, it's the rest of the.
Oh, right. Sorry, it's not the laser kit, guys. Don't get excited. It's not laser. You're not going to see laser. That's yeah. We bought the box set of Game of Thrones, because I don't have Sky no more. I won't have Sky. I'm not paying out for Sky for the crap they have on that. I can tell you. I used to have it, and I only watch certain channel, and it's just not worth having. I watch mostly. We watch Netflix all the time. Yeah, we always watch the series episodes and things on there. But we got the box set of Game of Thrones, because I did like Game of Thrones, and it's something I will watch over and over again. I mean, I've watched all 8 seasons, God knows how many times. And we kept saying we'd like to watch Game of Thrones again.
Yeah.
So we actually put a bid. There was one going. It's all brand new, but it was for bidding, and I won it.
New and unwrapped.
So yeah, brand new, unwrapped, and we won it.
Yeah.
Got all 8 episodes, 8 seasons.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of Game of Thrones to watch now. We've just done Spartacus. Actually, we're halfway through doing that a second time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Spartacus, Blood and Sand, and then you've got all the other ones, The Vengeance and all that. That's what, you know, come out with some of them sayings.
Yeah, guys, you got to watch it. Although, if you're not into all that blood and guts and stuff, then yeah, it's
Well,
not
I
your
like
thing.
all the biblical
But we like all that sort of stuff.
things.
Yeah,
We like all that sort of stuff. I quite like some of the Marvel stuff, you know, all the
DC stuff,
superhero stuff and all that. I quite like some of those, you know. Guardians of the Galaxy, all that sort. I'm into all that sort of thing.
See, I haven't watched that, have I? Haven't.
Guardians of the Galaxy? No, you haven't.
That's the last one, isn't it?
No, I think there's one more.
Oh, one more. Yeah, one more.
Yeah, one more after this.
Yeah, you can see as you tail off, it gets wider.
When I'm doing this, it reminds me of circus, actually. When I'm doing this, even though I think it's for Japanese,
Yeah.
but it just makes me think of the circus,
Like
the big
the
top.
Yeah, the big top.
There we go. And there we go, guys. Again, this indexing system just works absolutely fantastic. Hey, how simple an index system can be. Why do they have to complicate it so much?
It's all money in it, that's why.
Yeah, but the ones on the lathe, everyone moans about an indexing system on their lathe. I don't think there's any that are good. You've either got to open something up and do that and do, oh no. I mean, with this, you know, they could just give you some of these steel rings that you put on behind your chuck, a little arm system that just goes on your lathe. They could just have a slot thing here, couldn't they, where you just slot that in and it automatically works. That's it, done, brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
So you watch all these companies now, they're gonna catch on to that. You heard it here first, guys.
But if it didn't come free with me lathe, guys, I wouldn't go and buy one, because you know, you've seen the videos up there. You've seen how quick and simple and easy it is to make one. So there we go, look at that. That looks lovely. Right, okay, so what am I going to do now? Take that out.
Need the bottom.
I'm going to do the bottom. I've got to take that little bit off of this, the back of this. So I will be mounting it back in the chuck. There you go, all these expensive parts that come for this.
Bits, yeah.
Dearest thing is your clamp. Well, you all have a clamp, wouldn't you? Somewhere you can use a G clamp or what's your clamp. Use any sort of clamps for it. I'll pop that back on there. Right, okay. There's my indexing ring. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of sanding sealer on this first, guys. I've got shavings everywhere. So my workshop is just full of shavings at the moment. It's lovely, but what's not so nice is my brown bin's near enough full, and they don't come until, it's only Monday, and they don't come until Wednesday. I normally put it all in my brown bin and recycle it. That way it goes to wherever it goes to. But I might have to just chuck some bags of it in the car and take it down the tip. Put it in the gardening bit.
Yeah.
Right, nice bit of sanding sealer. That darkens the wood up quite nice. And because we sanded it before we've done our beads, it's all there, and we've done a little bit of sanding on it, and that's it. Look at that, look at those colours. Doesn't that come out nice? Eh? So I'm going to get me lid on. There it is. Get me thread sorted. Well, I didn't actually do that with sanding sealer, so I should actually get some on that.
Yeah.
I should have done that before. We'll see, but I can do it now. It's not a problem. Don't have to be done with the sanding sealer really, because it's going to be sprayed, but it does help it. Helps it to get a coat. Those colours, the way they all pop out, that's what I like.
I love it, yeah.
Right, all sanding sealed up. Right, so that's the top of it. There we go, guys. Look at that. Makes that look all pretty. Right, pretty. Sorry, I didn't hold it there long. Got to get
It's
on.
alright, don't worry,
Gotta
you
get
get
on.
on.
Got to get on. I don't mind how long a video takes. It's more the fact that it's how long it takes to upload it.
Yeah.
Right, just gonna buff that with some shavings. Done. Done. Right, okay, let's take that out of the chuck. Right, and now what I wanted to do is just take that, clean that bottom up on there now. And because we've got all these beads, we should be able to hold that in the chuck without any marking. Hopefully this chuck, if it will go in far enough to it without the tip bottoming out. Let's see what we can get it on. Just in, will it? Will it? Will it? Oh, come on. Yes, it will. Look at that. It just goes in. Quite. Not quite got hold of it where I want to get hold of it. No. Hang on, guys, it's being a bit of a pain. It's not quite. Look, it's not quite good. Can I get it on one of those rings? They're not very big, but I can get it onto one of the beads. No, it's moving off. It's moving off. No, right. Might have to be a different chuck for that. Unless, actually, hang on. Give me a second. Let me think about it. Don't rush me. Don't rush me, guys. Let me think about it. That's got too much of a point in it. That's too pointy. Right, because I've got my centre still there. Right, so now just hold it. There you go. See, where there's a will, there's a way. All I have to do is bring the centre up. Now, if I hold that like that, that shouldn't mark. It should hold okay. That's only just on. I've got to take this back down a little bit. Take that little bit away. Done. Finished. Good. All jobs are good. It's just I left that a little bit deep. I probably shouldn't have gone as deep as I did on it, but that really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. All these things happen, don't they? But everything's running beautiful and true, nice and smooth. Everything's good. No problem. Right, we're just going to take some nice gentle cuts to take that down. Get that down to its flat. Right, that's nice, and now I'm going to get rid of some of this because it's going to come down too far inside. nice and gentle, cuts going in. That way we ain't going to push nothing off. Like I say, this is never going to be seen this inside, but we still want to make it nice, don't we? We know it's there. There we go, that'll be alright guys, that'll be done. So we'll pop that out of there. That's just come straight off and that's us done. Right, we'll take that off of there because we don't want to stab ourselves with it, because that tends to hurt. Right, we can just, well come on, that's it, that just comes out. That's it, now it sits like that, see? So we've got that down to its right size. So there we go. Probably could have left that a bit bigger actually, because it's quite tall, isn't it?
It's alright.
But it's alright, that's okay. That's for a tall bird. Right, okay, now we've got to turn this to the base and we will be done. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I haven't got my centre, so I'm just going to do this roughly by eye, but it's not easy because the actual thing's tapered, it's not flat. Right, there we go, we'll go at that, okay. It's not going to be a massive problem. Right, okay. Right, we'll get rid of that. And for this, I'm going to be using my square carbide chisel, okay? So I'm going to start that up, step to the side. Bring that to around. I'm going to come in here. I just want to get a foot on it, that's all. Sorry Dave, this is getting you.
Yeah.
I really don't mean to. There, so you get a little bit more, that's because it's uneven. That's
because it's very uneven there and I'm overhanging, so it's chattering. I don't want to take it down because I want to just get a measurement, see? That's all I'm doing that for. I've just got to get the measurement to go inside the bottom of here, which will be my foot. That's it, that's done. Sorry, did you miss that?
Yeah, I missed it.
I was only adjusting the caliper, that's all I was doing.
Don't worry.
Well, with dividers.
Just stick it in.
So here's that inside bit. Right, okay. Right, while I'm here, I might as well just go this way for a bit. Right, and I will test that in a second. Put that as a dovetail, see? Right, that's dovetailed. Get rid of that line on it. So I can go to that. Right, now I'll get this straight. Well, that should be alright. I'm going to be tapering that off. Once I've got it round and in the chuck, got to do the other end, see? Let me just see whether that's going to go inside. Or is that going to be a bit... Slight, little bit tight. Very, very slightly tight. But, because I've got it marked up, I can just pop it back. That's not gone dead on, has it? Pretty cool. There we are. Right, I can just take that fraction of a cup just to get that so it goes in. Remembering to put the dovetail back on. There we go. Right, so now I'm going to just taper it off, and I'm probably going to leave it at roughly that, so I want to be to about there, I suppose, for size. So I'll come from that mark down, so that'd be all right. Okay, let's get that in a chuck.
Chuck it up.
Sorry?
Just chuck it up.
Chuck it up and that's it, then it's done once that's done.
Yep.
Let's see, do that 4-inch one, isn't it? That one, I mean 3.5-inch one. Right, there we go, guys. I'll take that, level that off now. That base, because it ain't got to be that thick. There we go, right, pop that up there. And we're going to be using a spindle gouge to do this bit. Just bouncing a little bit there because it's not quite level. There's still a little bit there I haven't got, so it's not quite flat across there yet. Put it on quite high actually. There we go. Get that down a bit. That's better. A little bit above centre, see? It's too much above centre. Get that to go in a little bit like that, so it sits flat. Nice. Right, now I've just get my taper. Which I can't see the pencil mark. Where is it? It's there. So I know you guys can't see this, but I can. Right, okay. Just cutting by dropping my handle, fully open. Okay, so you can only do that if you drop your handle. Don't try and do it and come out flat with your flute fully open because you will be sorry. So I didn't tell you.
It's smoky.
smoking. Right, yeah, so I should put that on. There we go, never mind, it's on now. Thank you very much. The sanding sealer. And a lot of workshop to clean up again. So you clean it all up, and you go and turn something, and it's all back again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. There we go, guys. Apart from me just gluing that and figuring out exactly where I want it for the colour, because obviously it's got I mean, it's nice with the U because you've got the white bits in the U, well, the cream colour bits. You've got the orangey, browny, reddy, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's a heavy chuck. Ugh. That's heavy, that. Right, so let me just there it is, guys. So we can have it, you know, little doorstep. Look at that, I could write welcome on that. I could pornography it in, couldn't I?
Oh, you could do that.
I could write welcome on that, like a little doorstep. That is.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's the way it's going.
Yeah.
That's going there,
Yeah.
and I shall epoxy that on, like that. That roof will be epoxied on. Yep. And there we go, guys. There's another one done. So, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Get turning your birdhouses. Get doing your beading. Look at all that beading. Like, all beading, beading, beading. Gives you plenty to practice, doesn't it? Loads of beading. So, I will see you guys on the next one. And I hope you get into making some of your Japanese birdhouses. And,
Oh, yeah. Can you?
actually, I should have, because I had that little bit there on that bottom. I should have actually put that at the front, shouldn't I? As a bit of a well, but never mind. That's
Doesn't matter.
there we go. Oh, look how that one's gone. Look at the red that's gone on that. Because that one's been out. That was outside. It got wet this morning in the rain, didn't it? And I brought it in and I gave it a little bit of a wipe over. But look at the way the red's come out on that.
Is that you?
You, yeah, it's you. And all that red has come out on that roof. That's brilliant. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
So we could get some red coming out on that. Right, there we go, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Toodle pip.
Bye, guys.